You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Hungry HD. To my far left, I have the incomparable
Trell Maurice.
You know we come together to form the
Peace King podcast, man.
where we talk about health, wealth,
Yes,
relationships, and whatever else we feel like. And on that note, listen, I'm going to just raise it in the air. It's a far stretch. Peace King.
Peace King, man. Hey, it's a lovely time to be alive. But it's more lovely when we got the special guests in the building, man.
Talk about it.
Come on, man. Hey, I said before 2024 was the year of the bread. You feel what I'm saying? The
absolutely.
year of money.
Absolutely.
And we got two individuals here that just know the game when it come to money, when it come to business. Come on, man. Brandon, Jackson, and Tevin Facey. What's good? We got, I ain't mean to short your last name like that, man. It's just, it's a habit. It's all right. I like shortening up things. Tevin Facey, no disrespect. Come on, man. These are some specialists here now, so it's a treat, okay? Yeah. We talk about health, wealth, and relationships, heavy on the wealth. These are, some businessmen. They specialize in business funding, scaling, business credit, marketing, business relationships. Man, if you want to know business, you need to holler at my man Brandon Jackson and Tevin Facey. Welcome to the show, man.
What's going on, man?
It's a pleasure to have y'all, man.
Appreciate you for having us.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure. Hey, man, before we get into all of the business side, man, let the people know where you repping, where you from, and all of that. Let them know who you are for a second.
Big NY. Big NY. You see the Timbs. Big NY.
The butters.
The butters. I had to come through with the fresh butters with them, but from NY, Queens, we outside.
Absolutely. Same here, Queens, man.
Hey, man.
Big NY.
All these New Yorkers in the
Listen,
building.
Man,
we everywhere. We everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm still repping this. I'm going to rep the South or the East to hold it down.
You ain't hear what he was talking earlier? He said something with a South accent. He said they got that thing on it.
They got that thing? Hey, man, I don't know where it be coming from. To be honest with you, people be saying I'm from here, from there, but hey, I'm a combination of a lot of spots. But I'm going to represent Tampa, Florida to the day I die. Shout out to the 813. Hey, man, since y'all here, we got to take advantage of this knowledge, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of people, man, entrepreneurship lately, it's just been, for the last few years, I think since COVID, definitely, skyrocketed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
sure.
let the people know just watching, just how they start. You know what I mean? Like if they want to start a business, are there any initial steps that pop up in your head that you're like, you want to start a business? This is the first things that I think you need to do to start it off.
So I would say have a plan, man. This is the issue that's been going on the last few years. Don't quit your day job. Do not quit your day job.
That's your first investor.
So
Come on now.
setting out a plan to be successful, because the spike in entrepreneurship has gone up, but it's a big spike in failure rates as well.
82%.
Of businesses fail.
Yes, sir.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
So you see on social media the glitz and glamour, of course, especially with our people. What you don't see is the failures, the hurt, the struggles. There's a lot of that. And we deal with the banks all the time. A lot of things are changing with the banks as far as lending, because since COVID, when everybody was getting all this money and the banks was giving out a lot of money,
the
default rates is skyrocketing. So the banks are tightening up. So to start out, have a secure source of income if you already have like a job, a 9-to-5, because that's going to be your first investor to now start taking some of that money and putting it into your business and growing. A lot of people is following that advice of just, I'm going to jump out here, quit my job, and then start entrepreneurship. Now you have no safety net. You have no backup plan. You have nothing to help you grow and cultivate.
Okay.
And you're not making a good business plan or strategy to be successful.
That makes sense.
So create a plan. Don't quit your day job. And that's how you start. That's the first thing.
Yes, sir. And another thing I would say for sure is, work on your mindset, right? And mindset not just in, I got to wake up every day, I got to get to it. Mindset also goes into personal credit, right? Your personal credit, you have to have some type of mindset behind it, because in order for you to keep it, maintain it, and keep building on it, you have to have the mindset behind just a score, right? Think about it.
Yeah.
We really, if you really think about it, we doing all these things, getting new credit cards, car loans. I seen somebody put it on Instagram the other day. We really on a floating rock paying bills. If you ever just thought about it, we on a floating rock paying bills. But as we look at credit, right, it's just a score in a lot of people's eyes. Right. So we doing a lot of things just for numbers.
Yeah.
So a lot of people's mindset, they like, yo, it's just numbers. I can miss this payment. I don't even really care. I collect
Habits. We habitual human beings. So
Exactly.
your habits on how you treat your credit, your money, what you eat, that carries out on who you are as a person.
That discipline.
You got to change that mindset. It's, it's not just a score. It's a report. It's something that can help you. It shows your trustworthiness. It shows what you've done in the past.
Right.
It's a track record.
Oh yeah,
It's really
it'll
what
be
it
a
is.
number until they ask for some bread.
Exactly.
Until they ask for a loan.
Right.
We're like, nah, bro.
Yes.
Nah, you got a cosigner. You got.
Like think about it. When you're in the 400s, you in JV, you in junior varsity.
Come on now.
Then
You're
you
not even on the team. 400. You're
Well,
not even
my
on the
fault.
team.
You the team manager. You the team manager. You right. You the team
getting the
manager.
towels.
Bobby
for the
Boucher, water boy.
Actually, no, water boy, and then 500 you get the team manager. 600 you probably now getting the JV.
That's JV.
That's JV.
600s?
Yeah, 700, and you in varsity. You in varsity.
Okay,
now.
varsity, you're 700.
And then 800.
You're a star player.
Yeah,
You're a star player in the 800s. You're a star player in the
You
800s.
star player.
You
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I can do that. Dang, see, y'all got the game now.
Yeah.
For y'all that don't, the ladies in there like, hold on, JV, I gotta figure out what. If you ain't tracking a sports analogy, just know there's levels to
It's
this
levels.
score.
It's levels. It's all right.
It's
It's
levels. All right,
But nah,
and you
that's
can build up.
That's definitely important.
Now, here's a question with the analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be you was starting at a point,
Right.
and then you messing up.
Yeah, you got a little
Then
knee injury.
now you got it. Now you back on JV.
I mean,
Can you get back up? Okay, so with the credit score, let's stick with
Right.
the personal credit score. We're going to get into the business
Yeah,
thing
don't
and how
worry.
you can leverage one to get the other advice. You know what I mean?
Fact.
But if let's say you was stick with that analogy. You on varsity.
Mm-hmm.
You doing well. You know what I mean? You in that high 700. You on that. You creeping to that 8. You know what I mean? And you doing your thing. And then you just
and knock you back.
your
Life
your
happens.
credit card
Lifestyle
usage
life.
is insane.
Yeah, life happens.
Life
Lifestyle
happens. And you see your score take like an 80-point drop or something like that. What would you advise to somebody to maybe freaking out a little bit if that were to happen when life happens?
So credit is made to go up and down. So don't get scared. Credit is made to go up and down. You're going to leverage it. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. You apply for a house, apartment. You get inquiries. A new loan goes on your account. It's going to drop a little bit, but it's going to go back up as long as you practice good habits. Practice good habits. Your credit score is always going to go back up. So a lot of people get scared because their credit score dropped a couple different points.
Right.
Depends on why. One of the biggest things that affects your credit score is utilization.
Come on now.
When we talk about utilization, if we're talking about building a business, that's when we talk about we want to use business credit because it doesn't necessarily reflect on your personal profile. Because credit utilization is a major killer because we got a whole bunch of bills,
Right.
but we're going to put it on our credit card.
Yeah.
So when we talk about creating a plan, that's the first thing we want to do, learn how to budget. Because we're going to keep our utilization down. A lot of us run up our utilization because we can't pay for certain things. So if you can't pay for it now, what makes you think you're going to pay for it in 3, 4, 5 months?
Right.
That's when now I got $10,000, $20,000 worth of debt and I can't pay back.
Indeed.
So if you can't afford it, don't buy it, unfortunately. Try to budget within your means. Live within your means. Stop trying to live like the Joneses.
We do a bad job with that. There'll be solid gems on that. Solid gems on that. We do a bad job on that in our culture, I think. You know what I mean? Some people be trying to look like they got bread versus actually having bread.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's just our community. Our
That's a
culture.
fact.
It's just-
Nah, it's a fact. I feel like, we've been growing off of status symbols, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I think just it's real deep rooted, you know what I'm saying? When you just look at being not used to having anything. Like, so the first thing you want to do is get something.
get
Once you got to
something.
lose something, you know what I'm saying? So, you jump out the window, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of us, even when you think about even athletes, listen, I've been there. Listen, even when you run into, no matter what you're doing, whether it's, entrepreneurship, some people who's in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But
Outside,
you run into a big bag and you blow it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people blow that first big bag or even that first 2 or 3 big bags because, again, you don't know any better. Like, all you want to do is I want to get the crib or I want to get the cars, one of the first worst things that people blow money on, right? So you get the whip, going on wild trips. I love to travel. It's an investment. I feel like you should, but at the same time, you got to be smart about it, like y'all saying. And so it's just that money management is something that we definitely got to be, and that's why it's dope to have y'all here because we get to kind of, deter people from keep going down that same path. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I like that credit utilization thing. It's one of the things that I've learned as far as a due date when the
We've all
statement
learned.
day.
We've all
versus
learned.
the statement.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, so for me, I use, you know, I mean, I ain't really talk on this too much or whatnot, but I use my credit card for the daily uses of things because I like points. I done got
Exactly.
some Balenciagas from my points, you know what I'm saying? Some Fendi's from my points. I be using my Air Max, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Platinum. Lounges be lit too. Lounges be lit. I travel lovely, but I make sure that, because, you know, when I get paid, I just make sure that I get that zero balance by that statement date. So I'm just racking it up. You know what I'm saying? But the overall, let's think about the percentage. If there was a rule of thumb, I want to hear from y'all. A rule of thumb on the personal credit, while we still on that one, utilization. What percentage of overall credit cards that they have? What percentage should they not go over?
Like,
as far as balance,
just don't go over 30%, right?
30%.
10% is really maximum. Like that's where you can really maximize and leverage your credit to the utmost of its potential.
Yeah.
But 30%, don't go over that 30%, because then once you start to get into that 40, 50, 60, then it's, you know, your credit score starts dropping. Like it's high. I ain't tell you.
Gems.
But you know, I think something that we also didn't mention when it comes to, you know, when our score drops, right? We in varsity, we drop back down to JV. Sometimes it's those late payments, right? Sometimes those late payments
Definitely.
can affect you, right?
Derogatory
Because
late payment.
I'm telling you, like when life be lifing, and
yeah.
something happened, you know, let's say death in the family or something like that, and you forgot something.
Yeah.
You know, some of the things you can do, you know, call up your credit card company, right? A lot of people they don't want to call them. Call them up, say, hey, look, you know, I had something was going on.
Yeah.
Something was going on in my life. Could you help? Right? I'm not gonna say it's 100% it's gonna work.
Right.
But you know, it don't hurt but to try.
Nowadays, especially after COVID and these pandemics, you can work out a lot of things with your credit card issue. You can work out payment plans. You can work out different things so you don't be late. So you want to protect your credit profile at all costs.
Come on now.
So if you really don't have it, call for help. There's programs out there that they can help you pay down the balance. There's different things. A lot of people, and that's a lot of things with us, we don't ask for help.
Yeah.
That pride. Come on, man.
We don't ask for help.
That pride of ego.
That pride or ignorance. Like they actually didn't think of like, yo, they just see that due date and like, I gotta do anything by any means necessary. I gotta be.
We act before we think. We spent the money, no plan to pay it back.
Yeah.
Man, y'all get some gems here now. You know what I mean? Y'all get. We gotta get.
That's what it was. I get some gents here now. That's that South right there.
It be like that. It be like
You know
that.
who remind me of? Who's that comedian on Instagram right now? He from the South.
Which one?
Nah,
All of them.
Trell Maurice. That's what it is.
Nah, he be going heavy in Georgia.
Shiggy.
Nah.
Who you talking about?
He be doing the skits.
Oh, he do
With
look
the-
like you.
with
Do
the-
look like
nah,
that.
nah, nah.
That's why he said that. Now I see it. Now I see it. Now I see it.
He do. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh,
But nah,
Queens,
he be doing.
Queens.
I've heard that one before.
He be doing. Yeah,
Oh,
Shiggy.
word. I thought he was gonna go with.
Scrappy said-
I know.
Brandon
You know what's
Jackson.
crazy? I knew Shiggy too. Like,
word?
played ball with him and everything.
He should have capitalized on his.
He
He
should've.
was there.
I
mean, he
But
tried.
It's kind of like he stopped. I don't
know his
Juicy
business.
He
I don't know his
tried.
business.
He still tried.
Shout out to you there, bro.
Shout out, bro.
I know.
We still-
I know
we
a lot
still
of
here
people
for you.
around him. I know a
We
lot of
still
people
here
around
for
him
you.
that he's still trying. But nah, I forgot. He be doing the white Air Forces and the black Air
Desi
Forces.
Banks.
Desi
I
Banks.
already knew.
Oh, now I see it. They say it. You can
I've
see
heard
it.
that a
Now I
little bit.
see it too.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Desi, I need you to send him a thank you card, okay? Because you know that's a compliment thing. Don't just play. Desi doing his thing.
He
Yo,
is.
all right, so we hit on some basics. I think that's solid. We talking about personal credit. All right. So someone who's killing the game with the personal credit, and then they're about to go into, because we talking about initial steps, they about to go into a business. All right. They got their LLC or whatnot. They got the EIN. They feeling all right. They did their right thing with the IRS. They established, went on the government site, articles, organization, whatever it is. They got their name. They solid. They doing what they need to do to stand it
He
up.
know his stuff, y'all.
You're a businessman.
You know what I mean? Hey, I'd have been through it.
Right.
But the one thing that I have not done, there might be a speak your piece on it. I don't want to go too crazy into it. But let's just talk about the pros and the cons or the unknowns when it comes to leveraging your personal credit or your personal money versus business credit. And what's smarter to do. You know what I mean?
Leverage both. So what we teach is leverage your personal credit to get business funding.
Okay.
So there's two different things, right? There's business credit, or we can say commercial credit, and business funding. Business credit is like your Experian, your Equifax, your Dun & Bradstreet. So that's based off your EIN, your EIN alone, your business alone. I want to clarify. Now, when we talk about business funding, that's leveraging your good personal credit to access 50, 100K from a Chase, a PNC, a US Bank, a Citizens. 9.9, I'm going to just say 9.9, they're going to pull your personal credit score.
Right.
You're not going to get 50 to 100K out the gate off of just your EIN.
Right.
So we tell people that's the quickest way for you to get funding for your business is leveraging your personal profile. So having a good personal profile and good personal history is going to get you the most business funding the fastest and the easiest way possible.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the correlation.
All right.
Leverage.
I appreciate that. Now, let's say they did their thing on their personal credit side. They want to get a business credit or a business loan for like 50K, 100K.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Do you feel like you should have a solid business plan before you try to get that type of bread?
Yes.
Because
it's
some people
easy
can get
to
that bread without a solid plan, buying all this equipment, what have you. It don't have a plan to actually get the money to pay the. Y'all get what I'm asking?
Yeah.
No. We
let's
definitely
talk on
understand.
that real quick.
We definitely understand because a lot of people, they just go into, they hit us up on the daily like, hey, yo, I'm trying to get this 50 to 100K. I got a plan. I know, it's not even I got a plan.
They don't.
Yo, I want to do this.
Right.
If you want to do this, that's not really a plan.
Right.
Right? Because anybody can get a car and throw it on Turo. But do you have a plan to scale it from 1 car to 5, 1 car to 10? You get what I'm saying? Or if you want to get an Airbnb, all right, you're getting 1, but are you going to get 5 later? Are you going to get 2 later? How are you going to scale this? You know, what are those things you're going to do? So, you know, having that solid plan is definitely important, right? Because you don't want to just get a 50 to 100K and then mess up the bag.
Come on.
And that's typically what happens. And that's the reason why default rates in the country is so high right now.
Yeah.
They're saying we back at 1994 on default rates, which was the highest rate.
Gave out so much money.
Yeah. COVID, money had to go because they literally, businesses were starting to fail. Money needs to be deployed, right? But the banks need to deploy more and more and more money each and every year, so that their calendar year, when they get their schedule from the Fed, that they getting their money now, they see how much money they're actually getting.
Yeah.
COVID, they needed to deploy more. After COVID, they definitely still needed to deploy more.
Yeah.
But now it's coming back to normal, and they seeing there's a lot of people failing. 82% of businesses that are brand new, they're failing. So if you don't have that plan, what's the point?
But everybody want to be an entrepreneur.
Right, especially now.
Everybody want to be an entrepreneur.
Especially now. Nobody want to work.
I don't get
See,
that.
that's
I like the security of my 9 to 5. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
But look, that's the great thing.
Still entrepreneur though.
That's the great thing.
Double
Like,
dip.
I think everybody should have a job at some point, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Everybody has to be able to invest. Everybody needs to invest. It's not even has to. They need to invest. Whether it be investing into a property and for real estate. Now you're getting a little extra $400 to $1,000 every single month. You get what I'm saying? Maybe invest into buying a business that you don't have to run yourself. A manager can be running that business, buying something that's already generating revenue. You know, I think that's important nowadays. Especially, there's a lot of people that they do big syndications as far as apartment building buying, right? Big multifamily buying. You can invest into things like that, make your money back. We're not talking about Caesar and Envy, right? We're not talking about Caesar and Envy. But I'm just saying, you can definitely invest into those things so that you can make money back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to do your homework.
Yeah. Y'all got any recommendations on? Well, okay. I want to do, if y'all could do something for me real quick.
Yeah.
Like let's do a 4 dummies for a second.
Okay.
Scaling 4 dummies. Can you define that for us? Like, what does that mean?
I thought you was talking about us 4. He's saying 4 dummies. I don't know what you talking about.
No.
Nah, go ahead.
Nah, then I'll be included. I wouldn't disrespect like that. Nah, but like for the at elementary school level.
No, you can say 4 dummies.
All right. So this is simple, right? So it's really Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Everybody know that, right?
Yeah.
You know that
That
was a show,
fire
right?
show.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a fire show.
Literally,
I used to watch it.
literally, when it comes, business does go really deep. But to start making money, all you really need to know is 4th or 5th grade math. And what I mean by that is just numbers. It's all numbers. Once you know numbers and know how to budget, you can make money. So let's just say, how much you want to make a year?
500,000.
500,000. You want to make 500,000 a year.
I should have
Right?
said more.
That's a cool starting point.
manifestation,
Starting
like,
point.
That's a good
fine.
starting point, though.
Good starting
The
point.
first year, 500K. That's not bad, bro.
I don't even know.
No, let's just
But
go
it
a million.
sounded good.
You want to make a million?
I want a million.
Yeah, let's increase it. So that's $100,000.
Millionaire
Up it.
Essentials.
Millionaire
You gonna up
Essentials.
it.
Yeah, facts,
I want to go a
facts,
million.
facts.
I gotta,
So that's 100. You could reverse engineer. That's where you start. You start at the top and reverse engineer. So I want to make $1 million a month. So now I'm going to reverse engineer. How much do I have to make?
for the year? $1 million for the year. Damn, you trying to do $1 million a month?
I mean, $1 million for the year.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
did say I'm
I was about to say he about to go 12 million on the first year. He about to go crazy.
Franklin Saint over here.
I mean,
Snowball.
that ain't out of reach.
Nicky
Wait,
Barnes.
Nah,
They
definitely not a
it's
reach.
not out of
Not a
reach.
reach.
Gas is legal
See?
now.
That ain't out of reach.
Gas is legal
So we
now.
gonna do it right now.
Gas legal now.
All right.
We want to say gas legal now. You know what I'm saying?
We
Not the
wanna
regular
make-
gas legal.
Yeah.
We want to make $1 million for the year, right? That's $100K a month, right? No, that's 1.2. So let's say 1.2, right? It's $100K a month, right? So now that's how I know how much I gotta make per month. Now I break that down into weeks. How many is that? That's 25K a week. So now I gotta figure out, all right, that's my goal. That's what I want to make. Now, what service or product am I doing to reach my goal? So now you come out with a service or product. You put a price on that product. So now I come out with a service or product that's $1,000. I have to sell 25 of those a week to get to my number 25K a week. So now I'm writing my numbers down so I know my goals. We have to see this, put it on the board. So you know what you have to reach instead of blindly just thinking, now how many people do I have to get in front of to reach that 25? So usually a close rate, let's just say,
Yes, sir.
is 10%.
10%.
So that means I have to talk to 100 people to close 10%. So out of 25, I have to close 25 people, right?
Yeah.
So it's 25 times what, 100?
Yeah, that's technically 25%.
So 250, right? I'm sorry, 250. So I have to speak to 250 people to close 25. So those are the metrics that I have to go by. Just reverse engineer. So now I have to come up with a marketing plan to get in front of 250 people a week. Whether that's
boy taking them
email
notes.
marketing, whether that's online social media, which is completely free, which I suggest everybody start off, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, every Pinterest. We keep going.
Etsy.
So
They got
now,
everything out here now.
email marketing, online marketing,
Paying
physical.
for that marketing. Paying for like
But
that.
this could be free.
Yeah, we ain't
but this
even
could be
get to
free.
ads yet.
Okay. All right.
We didn't even get to ads.
Okay, just clarification. You rocking
We
and rolling.
didn't even get to ads.
He
yet.
know them numbers. He rocking them numbers. They know what he talking about. Man,
Talk about.
So
You know he talk about.
coming up with a business plan, which a lot of us don't do, and reverse engineering it and just writing it down. And that's very simple to do. So now I gotta speak to 250 people to try to close 25. And if I don't close 25 or I don't speak to 250 this week, I'm off my mark. So now I know what I'm doing, tracking yourself week by week, day by day. This is how you reach your goals.
Yes.
And this is how you reach your numbers. And this is just 4th, 5th grade math.
Yeah.
That's big facts.
100%.
Man, shout out to the fact. The number. Hey, just with that, my book available on Amazon is going up to $1,000 per copy. Okay.
Not there you go.
I just got. I need 25 to be available and shit. It's gonna be.
25
It's
weeks.
going. When y'all see it tomorrow for $9.99.99, don't be surprised.
Do
No,
$9.97. People see the 7, they want to buy more.
It's less than a G now. Save
Another
$3.
strategy.
Yes, sir.
Nah, that's
See?
nah,
but you gotta.
I like how you broke that down though.
Yeah, man.
Make
you
it
gotta-
easy. Keep
yeah,
it simple.
of course.
Simplify.
Simplify it. Research, data, and plan.
Yeah.
You gotta research, and then you find the data behind it, and then you make the plan.
Talk about it.
That was a slip, but I like that one. Let's get us some claps. Because I'm all on like acronyms and making it easy. Research, data, plan.
Yes, sir. It has to happen.
Come on, man.
That's the only way Amazon got to where it's at. Apple, Microsoft, Google, all of them. They had research. They tried to find some data behind it. Even if it wasn't available, they tried to find something behind it. They made a plan, executed on the plan. Yeah, the plan may have switched along the way. You know, instead of making $1 million, they did $100 million a year. So, but you know, it's still the same plan. It's still the same plan at the end of the day.
That makes sense.
Yes,
Absolutely.
That marketing, man. So, if we were talking about just importance in general, marketing, you got a business. I think, in your experience, is that something that people just don't put enough thought into?
As far as marketing?
Marketing, business marketing.
I feel like people try to put thought into marketing. I think they just don't think about it properly. I think they really try to overcomplicate it, right? Simplify it. If you see something, let's say you're in the hair and makeup industry, right? Mm-hmm. And let's go back to the social media era. If we're because we can't really go back before the social media era, because at this point it's here to stay and ain't going nowhere.
Facts.
So now if you see somebody online that's, you know, maybe has a beauty salon just the same as you, but they're doing things, you know, they're taking pictures of the clients before and after. They doing the nice video reel. They got the captions in it talking about what they did, what they used, and now their page is growing to 100,000. And people want to go there because they felt that experience, right? People want to buy from experience, and they want to feel they want their own experience. So that's the reason why they purchase, whether it be a service or a product. They want to have their own experience. I mean, we're habitual, right? We want something that we can do and we can feel. Right, so that experience is important. So marketing is very important. If you follow some of those same methods that a lot of people are using, I'm not saying you got to copy the same exact thing.
Right.
Everybody has their own style.
Right.
But if you do those same type of things, then you'll get the same results.
Come on now.
As long as you show your own personality. Everybody's who they are. Just
I
be
like
you.
that. It's the best practice. If I notice a best practice,
Yes.
I'm going to emulate it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to copy it, duplicate it. I will emulate it.
Hey.
Right.
That sounded good.
I'm listening to you.
You ain't
That's
seen
in the
hair?
book. That's in the book.
Look, there's a lot of
Yeah,
tips in the book.
that's in the
but
book?
That's
Okay.
in the book. You know what I mean? It felt. If I was
best
springboarding out
practice.
for you,
Oh, the research data
Pulse.
and plan. That's what it was.
He was in the Olympics. He
Research
was jumping on
that
that
in
springboard,
class.
making a
Okay.
splash.
hey man, this is what we're gonna do.
But nah, that's very easy. But then another thing is if you have that bag, right? You could have that bag, it just could be sitting there, and now you want to pay for the ads. Now you have to figure out, and this is where research and data comes in, because at this point, now you're spending money. So if you trying to get, let's say you charging $1,000 for your service, right? So you need to make $25,000 for the week. You need 25 people. You need to reach 250 people. You need to spend on ads possibly 10 to 30% of what you're already gonna make, right? I think it's like 10 to 30% on what you're already gonna make. So
Depends on the business. It depends on the business.
depends
Where
on
the
the
research and the data comes in.
exactly. So if you want to make 25,000 for the week, let's say 10% of 25,000 is 2,500. So you got to spend 2,500 for that same week on ads just to get you those clients in.
Hey, but that's solid math. I think this
It
is
is.
stuff
It's all
that
numbers,
people aren't
though. That's
even
what all.
thinking
It's all
about.
numbers.
And I think that's a good, rule of thumbs, you know what I mean, is good. And then you judge it based off your business, like man said, and see if it works. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Trial or error. I mean, but if you sitting on your hands, you ain't going to figure it out. You know what I mean? You got to at least try. Life is a gamble.
I think that's where too
Big bag.
where the plan comes in that we're stressing on here and that you guys are pushing. I agree with that part as well. Just like and not overcomplicating it, right? And I think that a lot of times we could focus on the end game too much and how much it can take to do something and we get overwhelmed. Breaking it down and simplifying it, that's what makes it easier. So like you said, a lot of people start businesses and they got enough money to start the business, but don't have money for marketing, right? So it's like, it comes to a point where you don't have the experience in marketing, you don't have the money for marketing. And so like, that's where things start kind of falling off. And so when you say the 2,500 aspect, I just want to highlight that too, because it's about starting small too, right? So I think if you don't have that, okay, can you do 250 a week?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you can do and then scaling it up, right? Like from there and then growing and building. And that's why I said, that's where the plan comes in, because it's about that 5-year plan, right? And growing and getting to that point where you're able to do those type of numbers. So man, what y'all saying is super dope. I think a lot of people out here are gonna benefit from this information.
That's lit. When you said reverse engineering.
Right.
And then when you've done that, you work from the end goal to what's practical and or what you would have to do.
Right.
And then you start managing your own expectations.
That's how you
like
reach your
said.
goal.
And then you're like, hold on, okay. So I know what I need to do to get to that. I can't do that now, but I'm not going to be defeated.
Yeah.
I just know what I got to do to get there.
And
so I'm going to start here.
Facts.
And then, okay, maybe, maybe realistically right now I can't make $1 million a year.
Right.
But I knew I could fork out $1,500.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or, $150 on marketing, whatever the case is per week.
Facts.
Now I go back up. Okay, it's kind of realistic. I can make $500,000 this year. I can make $250,000 this year. Whatever the case is, by having a plan, doing your research, getting your data, and then having your plan. Come on, man. We learning over here. It's Brandon Jackson and Tevin Facey.
And you know what else too,
What are you
though?
talking about?
Because what you said made me think of this part. Like, going back to that whole status symbol and like living beyond our means. So I think sometimes, like, if you do take inventory on yourself and you do the math, you probably can afford more than you think. Like, if you stop buying the Marys that you don't, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
You know what I mean? Buying bottles at the club with 40, 50, 400% markup, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie, they hitting y'all over there.
it's crazy.
Something as simple as food, bro. If you just figure out, all right, let me start meal prepping and actually buy some food from the supermarket instead of spending $300 a week because I'm going out every day or I'm buying breakfast, I'm buying lunch. It only cost me $150 to buy groceries and cook. I just cut my budget in half because I'm buying groceries for the week and it's actually more food and it's healthier. Something simple as that.
But you wanna know the crazy part? People will go out and buy groceries, come home, leave the groceries in the fridge,
And go buy
food.
Because they're too lazy. So time management. That's another thing I want to get to. Time management.
But patience.
That's important too.
Patience is very important in everything that we're talking about, right? In the research, in the data, in the plan. You need patience. Because if you don't have the patience, right? You said the 5-year plan. Some people don't even think about no 5-year plan. When they make their plan, it's for that 1 year. If that's
a couple months,
bro, right? That's them 6 months. If this plan don't work in that 6 months, oh yeah, it's a wrap.
It's over.
Might go find this another job.
That's crazy.
I seen something on Indeed said 150. Oh yeah, I might just go back to that.
Yeah.
And that's typically what happens.
And goal setting, right? So when I talked about the reverse engineering, setting that goal and seeing it and thinking and believing it is so important.
Yes.
The one thing I could compare it to that most people probably could relate that watch this podcast, right? I don't know if you ever seen this when Carmelo spoke about how Jordan broke down how to average 28 to 30 a game.
Oh, yeah. I seen
The
that,
quarters.
He was like, yo, it's really just 7 points a quarter.
Yes.
Just do 2 layups and a 3. A jump shot, a layup, probably another 3. If you get to the foul line, now you're at 30. Just breaking that down. 2 layups and a 3. That's 7 points a quarter.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just reverse engineering that and breaking it down. You see it.
Easy
What's
too.
It's an analogy. I forget what it is, but it's like, how do you eat a whole cow or something like that? One bite at a time.
Is it from the 100 Coats?
It ain't that.
Okay.
But I do have, there's one. Now,
that's fire, though. I like that, though.
There's several that are applicable, though.
Oh, okay.
He ready to hit you. Oh, he ready to hit you.
He had the research data and he planned. Now he got the book out.
Don't play with me now.
Patience and perseverance pays off.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
3 P's.
He coming with
The
them
3
bars.
Yeah.
Come on, now.
That's the real PPP right there.
Talk about it.
That's the real PPP.
He's welcome to the show anytime. They're welcome back anytime. Nah, but for real, patience, for real. And I do talk about discipline and stuff like that. The laziness and the discipline, that's what's like eating a lot of people up. And you talking about literally groceries and the actual eating. You said they'll go get the food. Bruh, you know how many people I know who I ain't nothing against DoorDash or Instacart.
Nah. DoorDash,
Who DoorDash,
Bro, they business
Instacart,
model is crazy.
Uber Eats regularly. And I'm like, if you, like what you saying, if you would have cut that down, how much more disposable bread that you would have to reach your goals financially? It would be crazy.
It's so much stuff available now to make our lives a lot easier. Just last week, right? So I wanted to buy some groceries, right? But I was like, you know what?
I had the same story.
I don't feel like really. Whole Foods is about 45 minutes away. I wanted to go to Whole Foods. I don't really feel like going. So I went on Amazon. So I'm like, all right, let me just see what I want. I'll go pick it up probably tomorrow. Oh, it only costs $10 more for them to deliver? That $10 is worth every penny. I ordered everything. I paid the $10. They delivered everything to me. $10 more for them to deliver my whole grocery list.
Right.
But
what are you doing during the time? That time that
A lot
you
of
get
stuff.
back. That's the key.
Exactly.
That's the key.
Exactly. So
But if you ain't doing nothing during that time,
right.
That's why I don't want to go.
If you sitting down watching the show that's recorded already that you can play later on in the day,
Right.
and you ain't drive that 45 minutes to go get that food,
yeah,
you played yourself.
If
But
it makes
this is-
sense, but
this is everybody's excuse. I don't have the time. I don't do this. I don't. But it's so much stuff available, like Amazon, that creates. We have so much technology that we can create time for ourselves.
Right.
That 45 minutes to go, then an hour to shop, then 45 minutes to come back. I have so much stuff to do.
Right.
That $10 is worth it for me.
I agree.
Right,
I agree with that
absolutely,
part. I
absolutely.
agree with that part.
But there are regular everyday people that $10 is not worth it for them.
That's a difference. I disagree.
Because
you know why?
I don't.
This is why I disagree.
I feel like people got lazy.
When we want something, we find the money. When we want something.
No, but that's absolutely fine. What I'm saying is that we as a society are lazy. And
Okay.
that's making us lazier. So now instead of and I'm giving a perfect example, right? I got the same example as you. It was
Okay.
Amazon. Whole Foods like 15 minutes from my crib. Whole Foods and also Costco. I had to order something.
Yeah.
Wifey was about to order. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go get it. She's like, why?
He one of them dudes though.
I said, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go get it. It's
an old
right
Jamaican.
here. It's right here. Why am I gonna sit here and just sit? Because I was already done with the majority of my tasks for the day.
Right.
I was gonna sit here and just either watch TV or something.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Let me get up and go out there and actually go get it and come back and do what I gotta do.
Word.
So now, I mean, I don't care about the money that I saved. For me, like I said, I feel like we're getting lazy as a society. So all those things, we're getting lazy. It's a catch-22.
See,
know
I
what?
disagree.
Catch-22.
He's probably he seemed like the type that took her car, got it washed, filled up the tank, and all of that on the way down.
You know, no, I'm gonna tell you what his type. This reason why he say that. He'll drive around the neighborhood. Oh, there's new construction right there. Oh, they building that over there. Oh, you know what? Let me check out this place over here. He one of them dudes.
I ain't gonna fry. That's me.
He one of them dudes.
That's me.
That's why.
That's me. That's me. I like to see that. I like to see the real estate too. I do.
But that's still, I mean, that's being productive and that's still constructive.
Exactly.
So
That's
I
still
think when
using
it
your mind.
Comes down to knowing yourself, knowing your schedule and what works better. Like for you, that makes sense because you going out and doing that, utilizing that time to do that. But for him, he's probably doing tasks in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So it made more sense for him to just order with the.
And it's crazy because I got a newborn too, so
He wanted to get out the house.
Oh, yeah.
See,
See, that's another
he
one.
wanted to get out the house.
Yeah,
See,
like,
see,
don't do that.
I need some air.
Don't do that. Don't do
some
that.
air.
Don't do that.
Let me go get it.
Baby, listen here. Right?
Hold on, you say you need something from the store?
What you say you need? Oh, you just need one paper
Just
towel?
making
One
up
paper
stuff.
towel. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna go get it right now. You ain't even gotta order it.
I know how that go, bro.
I agree. It's like, yo, I got a cleaning lady to come through regularly because I don't be wanting to dust the stuff and do all of
see,
this
nah,
and
that's
that. Like, I want to
definitely
save. And one, it makes me they do a better job. It is what it is. There's two of them to come through and they kill the game. But yeah, it saves me a
big
lot
vacuum,
more
right?
time
Exactly.
that I can use now. Understanding that it saves me time, I do use that time appropriately. Time management. I understand my quadrants and stuff. So certain things I'm putting here and making sure that I'm not overdoing anything and I have some, me time and play time, pause, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
military?
Like, yeah.
Oh wow, thank you for your service.
Hey, man,
Because
my absolute
I
pleasure.
hear, every time you speak, I hear discipline, quadrants, certain things. All my brothers and my half brothers, they were in the military, so
Yeah.
I hear that same thing.
He part of the 1%. The 1%. The elite of the elite.
Yeah, that's big facts, though. That's big
that's
facts.
a fact.
And 1% of the 1%. If you're Nizzy, my bad. I ain't need to. No, I'm just messing. I do think that when I talk about the Instacarts and the Uber Eats and the Door Dashes, use it to your advantage. Definitely, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think my initial point was for those who don't and they just overdo it to the point where it's going outside of their budget because they're not, meal prepping or they're not cooking at home or they're not doing that. And it goes to what you're saying is knowing you. What works for one person may not work for you. What works for you may not work for them. And it's really just examining and self-awareness and self-management and personal mastery. It's another quote in the book.
Hey, look at that book. It's on Amazon?
All right, I'm done promoting.
Yeah,
It's on
yeah.
Amazon.
All right, so where is that on Amazon? How they can find it?
If they type in 100 quotes and then forward, F-O-R-D, like the company, not the card, you in there. Like, it's right there. 100 quotes forward. We in the game, coach.
practiced that
I appreciate
upstairs
it.
in
But
the mirror.
Millionaire Essentials,
On point.
before we do a break, I want you to talk about that particularly.
Yes,
like,
sir. Yes,
what was
sir.
the name? What was the genesis of it all? Like, how did that come about?
So specifically, right? We both had two companies, so it's kind of two parts, right? So we kind of combine the names of the two companies, but now a bigger meaning. Millionaire Essentials. We give you all essentials to become a millionaire. So these are the things that's years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't think it was tangible. Well, for me specifically, and people in my community, we thought, yo, we gotta do this, and this, jump over hands and foot to be a millionaire. Literally, most of our peers we talk to are millionaires.
Yeah.
Now, some of them are single-digit millionaires, which we want to go beyond that, but then you get to the double-digit, the triple-digit millionaires.
Yeah.
But today is even, in my opinion, it's easier to become a millionaire. But that don't mean you're successful, in my opinion. There's different, everybody has different definitions of success. But it's easier to become a millionaire nowadays. It's more tangible. You can actually touch it. We see people, we see our peers become millionaires.
Yeah.
You could be having net worth of $1 million just by owning a couple properties.
Come on now.
So we give you all the essentials to become a millionaire in business.
That's big. Millionaire Essentials. Give you all the essentials to be a millionaire.
Absolutely, makes sense.
Absolutely.
Like,
That's what we here
I
for.
like to get my man. You have to stay hungry on this. See, this is what people need to understand. You know what I'm saying? Stay hungry. That's his brand like that.
Okay. I was wondering why you looking so fly.
Yeah.
I appreciate you,
That's
King.
why
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Black
You know.
excellence.
That's the uptown swag. Yeah, that's the uptown swag.
Green
Yeah.
brim.
Yeah.
He know what's up.
That's a real beard
yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's a real beard.
Wait, all right. Wait, hold on. We're not doing no paste stores.
You know what's
The
crazy?
show- like some people be hating on my guy.
No,
That's
I know it's a
prestige.
real,
I'm like,
real
bro,
beard
that's a-
because he told me where he from. But y'all dudes down here, y'all be doing that paste on.
They be doing that.
Oh, the
Okay, nah, I ain't from down here, so let's not. Well, you see me, I'm clean shaven either way. But nah, that's wild behavior. Don't do that, man. If you do, you're bugging.
Nah,
Okay,
you definitely wild.
you're bugging.
You wild.
All right, but speaking of your bugging, we do got a segment of the show called Your Bugging, aka wow.
King's Corner. Nah, it's good.
All the supporters, they like, dang, Trell. That's how you do. The people that watch us regularly. We got a segment called King's Corner, aka
You're
Bugging.
Bugging.
All right, this is a part of the show in which, I mean, we got 4 brothers up here doing their thing, but not all brothers be doing their thing at all times.
fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them slipping, you know. So take it as a moment in time where we highlight a dude who need to do better, and then a moment in time where we just mentor it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it back. All right. Tax season. It's here. It's until April, right?
about to-
April 15th, tax
about to
day.
go
You
dumb.
need to have it done by then, right? You know what I'm saying? So people got their W-2, T-99s, whatever the numbers and the letters be.
1040s, all
You know,
that.
40s, everything that's associated with tax season.
Not the 40s in the deli.
You know what I'm saying? Do your research, figure out what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on. But when they get that bread back, if they get bread back, or if they owe, make sure you get an IRS.
I
they
reckon
go-
so, yeah, I tell you that.
But let's go for those, because I think the majority of the people that are probably watching probably getting bread back. You know what I mean? People be having dependents. They fighting over who gonna
They
claim.
still doing that?
Damn.
Don't do that. That's hate.
But there we go. This your year, this my year. This your year, this my year. I'm claiming little Ray, little Tink Tink.
Little
Like,
Tink Tink.
you know what I mean?
Little Ray.
But all right, so let's fast forward that they got their return, and it's a bag. It's a nice bag. You know what I'm saying? The shorty, or let's say the dude. We're gonna talk about the dude because we focus on that. But he got him a bag now. Okay.
He up 10K.
He let's say he got 10K. All right. Then your bugging part is the cats that is waiting to spend that bread on some useless dumb stuff. Back in the day, they like, yo, I'm gonna get me a new system. I'm getting them 212s and like, or they get the chrome joints, or they get the bust down, whatever, refurbished rolly. You know what I'm saying? But all those things. But let's talk about. So, give me your advice. They got 10K. they do have entrepreneurship or some aspirations in that realm, a business realm.
Okay.
They got the 10 racks. What are the Millionaire Essentials? What are y'all giving these gyms for? So the bugging is the dudes who's going to blow the money, but we're going to give you some ways in which we can mitigate that. Some little tips here for when you're getting this tax of returns. What would y'all advise?
Well, I would say specifically, it depending on the person's credit first, right? Because I know a lot of people, they're going to want to go to, try to find who can help them make money, especially nowadays, social media era. They're going to want to go to the person that can help them make money. But if you can focus on your credit first, right? Get your credit repaired. But, if you had a 500, 600 or something, if you have late payments, collections, whatever it is, then that's something that you definitely need to take care of first, right? Beforehand, before you go buy anything, from Woodstock or Snipes or whatever the hell it is nowadays. Foot Locker ain't even Foot Locker no more. But But before you go out and do that, definitely get your credit repaired, and then from there, get yourself a mentor, right? Because having a mentor, it can speed up that process. It can mitigate that process, right? Yeah. We've gone through the trials and errors that you don't have to, but telling you the steps that you don't have to, right? If you want to learn how to get 50 to 100,000, come on this side. We know how to do that easily. That's not an issue for us. Okay. But if you want to learn more and go into different aspects, then we do have, higher tier programs and things like that for people to tap into. Yeah. So, we definitely can help you understand exactly what it is you need to do, not only just with that money, but with your credit that you're going to be ascending to shortly. So I think that's important. Invest in a mentor, whether it's us or whether it's somebody that, you've been looking at for a while.
Right.
Invest in that mentor, but invest in your credit first. I think that's important.
Big.
I think people be having FOMO in the wrong areas, right? FOMO, fear of missing out. So people be having FOMO over, dang, I need to go to the Usher concert. I need to hit Vegas and hit the Super Bowl. I need to go to All-Star Weekend.
In Brooklyn?
But you need to have FOMO over your favorite entrepreneurs in your city. He doing the hosting. You need to be there.
Facts.
There's going to be a real estate event, a networking event. You need to be there downtown.
Come on now.
So getting in the rooms, getting in the rooms of the successful people that you want to be around. So we already know, you hang around 9 millionaires, you're going to be the 10th. And that's honest to God truth. It's it's osmosis. Energy, success is going to rub off on you, just like the bad things is going to rub off on you. So you keep getting in the rooms around the successful people in your field that you want to be around, you're going to get knowledge. So you start investing in being in those rooms, feel the energy, feel what it takes, listen to how they move, how they talk, and start there. And now you're going to know how to build. And that's how you're going to find a mentor. That's how you're going to find programs and different things of that nature.
Hey, listen to how we speaking.
Big.
I mean, we went through a lot to get here. You get what I'm saying? Y'all went through a lot to get here, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the small things. Sometimes they're looking past they feel like they're looking past the smaller people, right? And I'm not saying that we're smaller, but they could be looking at us as being smaller. But yet we're here, right? In an amazing crib, by the way.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this joint is top notch.
Word,
I tell you that right there.
Hey,
but what I'm saying, talk to. But sometimes they'll look past the smaller people and look to the higher people, and then realize they can't afford it, and then they automatically, for themselves, their ego gets bruised because then now they're like, damn, I only got 10,000 on this tax return, but they asking for 20,000. Damn, I don't got, I'm about to just go buy what I was gonna buy anyways, and that's typically what happens. Yeah. And a lot of people forget about the credit at that point, forget about the mentor, forget about being in those smaller rooms.
Yeah.
Sometimes
intimidation.
Sometimes it's the smaller rooms that really get you.
A lot of times.
That's a fact.
Yeah, actually, it's a lot of times that get you to the network is your net worth. That's where you can find in those smaller rooms.
Yeah, man. They say you the average of the 5 people you hang around the most.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That boy, 100 quotes. He good.
Don't be taking some of these quotes and putting in your book. He gonna make a new book. 200 quotes after this interview. 200 quotes.
Quote number 101. Research, data, plan.
Tevin Facey, Millionaire Essentials.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a trademark that. Hold on.
Yeah. Now these are original quotes, so I can't take the 5 average of the 5 because that ain't me.
I mean, you can use mine though. You got me.
I might have to throw on the 4th word just to make it my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we got some gems real quick. We gotta take a break, but I do want to dive into. We want to kind of talk a little bit more about if they do want to become a mentor of y'all, like how they could do that.
You mean a mentee?
A mentee.
That's why I appreciate the correction. If they want to become a mentee, how do they do that? But you know what I mean. I know they want to refill, and I want to refill on this agua and all that. We're going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to be right back. We're going to dive into that, and then we in the game, Coach. Come on, man. We got Millionaire Essentials in the house. Brandon Jackson, Tevin Facey.
Yep.
You already know who this is, man. It's Peace King Pie. It's your boy, Trell Maurice.
Hungry HD.
Hey, man, we in here.
You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Delve into a remarkable collection of 100 thought-provoking quotes in this book, each one a reflection of life brimming with diverse experiences. Trell Ford's journey, marked by the profound chapters of marriage, the trials of divorce, and the joys of parenting both a biological son and a cherished bonus daughter, has provided the fertile ground for these words of wisdom. As you explore the pages, you'll find that these quotes are more than just words. They are an invaluable life lessons born from the crucible of real experiences. Trell's belief that he is an amalgamation of the places he's explored, the people he's encountered, and the experiences he has embraced infuses each quote with depth and authenticity. This book is your gateway to a journey of reflection, growth, and inspiration where you'll uncover timeless insights that resonate with the very essence of your own life's voyage.
Stay hungry, because name one person at the top who hasn't. Our designs are catered toward the ambitious, created to inspire those who strive to maximize their potential in everything they do. We make pieces simple enough to be worn with a number of outfit options, but flashy enough to still turn heads and make a statement. At Stay Hungry Cloth, you can expect high-quality materials made to live through many wears and proper wash cycles, with a fit that is fashionable but comfortable. Most of our styles are unisex, but we also have pieces just for you ladies. No matter if you are a sneakerhead, fitness addict who likes to be fly, or someone who just loves a dope t-shirt with a message, we got you covered. Members of the Peace Kingdom, we have an exclusive offer just for you. Visit stayhungrycloth.com and enjoy 15% off your first order with the code PKP15 used at checkout. That's PKP15 for 15% off your first order at stayhungrycloth.com. Stay Hungry Cloth. Ambition is a lifestyle. You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
As you can see, we still in the building. Hopefully you did the right thing. You want to subscribe to at Peace King Pod on YouTube. Follow at Peace King Pod on the gram.
Yeah.
Follow at The Hungry HD on the gram.
Yeah.
Follow
Trell_Maurice
on the gram. Follow
Tevin Facey on Instagram.
Brandon the Provider.
There we go.
Come on, man. We in the game, Coach. We in the game. Come on, we got Brandon and Ted. They dropped a lot of gems on the first half. You know what I mean? And of course, my brother had to put in his 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? And drop the gems as well. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to fit in when I can. You know. But for this half, I got some questions. All right. So we do talk about health, wealth, or relationships.
Okay.
You know, and sometimes the wealth can affect the relation. Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about it a little bit, but, you know, we like to play little games here and there on the pod. So, boom, we got a couple, you know what I mean? If you could pass that to your bro over there, you know what I'm saying? You can see there's 2 sides. There's a green side, that's a thumbs up. There's a red side, that's a thumbs down.
Make sure you know which side you want.
You know what I mean? yeah. So, I mean, self-explanatory. If you like, nah, that's a bad idea. Like, come on, man. We just going to flip it for the visuals for the folks. And if you want to elaborate, you know what I mean, or why it's a thumbs up or it's a thumbs down, please do. You know what I'm saying? It's all about education over here.
This is great for the single people that can just give their real opinions.
Yeah. Nah, but yo, for the single folks who let's say they in a relationship, all right, first question type of thing.
Wait, hold on. You said they single and in a relationship?
Okay.
He said for the single folks in the relationship.
My bad.
You know what? Nowadays,
Meredith,
I don't know what
nowadays. I ain't
nowadays.
gonna lie. They got the poly. You know all that.
You're
good
right.
stuff.
You're right.
Pocket.
Marital status. They not married, all right, but they are in a relationship.
Okay.
All right? So we'll just make it simple. Starting a business with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
With your girlfriend or your boyfriend?
You starting a business with your girlfriend and boyfriend.
Not married, boyfriend, girlfriend or boyfriend.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey, thumbs up. All right, tell us why the thumbs up.
My situation might be different than a lot of other people. I know how to communicate. A lot of people don't.
Okay.
I'm emotionally intelligent.
Hey.
A lot of people aren't.
All right.
So, but not every relationship is the same.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I can see where it could be a discrepancy later on down the line when money start flowing in and, you know, the dude want to start doing the dude stuff and the girl want to start doing the girl stuff. And now it's like, Sometimes it don't always mix. But sometimes it could be, a lot of times it could be a great situation. But a lot of times it can't.
Okay.
I've seen it. That's the reason why I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, wait. Before you, because I feel like
My partner
good to
is
expand
a-
on.
is
So
a
what makes it great? So like, you know, so people get, you know, what the upside would be.
So I would say this, right? I'll talk about myself, right?
Okay.
Me and wifey, my partner. You know, she actually helped me. Like she's an executor. I'm a planner.
Okay.
I like to manage, project manage, start to look at things. But she an executor. Like she get to it. She get busy. You give her the idea, she can get it done. So, you know, that's two great traits that we have that came together and created a perfect simile.
Okay.
So for us, you know, it was easy. For us, it was easy. The communication's already there. We both emotionally intelligent. We know when to turn off the personal and keep a straight business. We know when to turn off the business and keep it straight personal.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know how to do it. I done mentioned 4 things that 90% of people in this world don't know how to do.
That's a fact.
So now you're talking about, and I'm just talking about personally.
Right.
Now you're talking about doing that in business when money has to start coming in. Egos got to get involved. You got to know when to put your egos aside. Like, I think personally, you know, just for me, it worked out perfect.
Okay.
A lot of people it don't.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you say to the woman to be like, that sound like a wife thing? You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no wife type of things.
But then that automatically eliminates you.
That means that you right. You ain't doing no wife type of things.
Exactly.
That's why you going.
That eliminates you.
You're right.
Come on, now. Hey, we in it. Hey, I wrong one. I need to get my soundboard right. But either way, nah.
Go ahead.
Hey, nah, big facts. I like that. So you said you ain't doing no. Elaborate on that real quick. If you ain't doing no wifey type of things, you definitely not about to be wife. Did I get that right?
So that's why this is a touchy situation because it depends on how deep y'all are when you say boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
So if y'all are planning, that's why you have to evaluate this before you go into it. If y'all are planning for the future, then yes. I would say because she has to understand your side. So this is another thing when you're in relationships, why things go haywire when you're an entrepreneur business. Your wife, you may be out here trying to go get it, and your wife doesn't understand your side or the hustle or vice versa. You didn't break down what this is going to look like.
Come on now.
You didn't break down. So taking her along that path with you, what you guys both understand the path, the triumphs, and what you're going through, and you guys are in it together. But you have to establish like we are in building a future.
Come on now.
So once y'all establish y'all building a future, then absolutely, start the business together.
That's that communication piece.
Yeah.
Exactly. See,
That's big.
communication, emotionally intelligent.
Yeah. Definitely.
You gotta be if you doing business with your partner, you have to have those 2 things. I don't care about anything else you got going on in your life.
Right.
You have to be able to communicate and you have to be emotionally intelligent because there's gonna be things that you're gonna speak about that your emotions are gonna get in the way.
Right.
Your ego, your pride.
Right.
It's gonna happen. I tell you that now.
I could dig it. When we first started, I wrote writing the thing down. I was like, nah, that's no go. But you know, if it's something that you're already doing and you're meeting and you meet someone and y'all get into a relationship and it's gaining traction.
Okay, so are you asking the real questions now? Okay.
Yeah, me and you know, it's kind of tied to this first one. I'm just thinking this through a little bit more because I like y'all answers and stuff. And I'm trying to think that like, all right, if I got a woman and I'm explaining, she knows what I'm doing in my business and my vision and my mission. The key is, can she be aligned? Can she help me elevate?
Right.
For me to make this vision come to
Exactly.
fruition, complete my mission.
Exactly.
And if she isn't aligned, but she just looks the part, then bro, she's probably not the one for you because it kind of makes me think that like, yo, the woman, if your business, I mean, it is kind of business deal. We got to do this thing life together. And making bread is a hell of a resource to use to live life to the fullest. So are you in line? What you got?
I laugh because being this dude.
Light skin, that's why.
Yo, we was in Utah. Or was it Utah? It was Iowa. Yo, we had a whole back and forth for like 2
Oh, and I was right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
he was extremely right, but I was being subjective because I was thinking about my relationship. I wasn't thinking about just an average relationship.
The average
But he was
joint,
like, yo, he was saying that, you know, a lot of people, they don't understand that they got to sacrifice. Now, let's say, right, I am doing my thing in the business, and, you know, let's say I'm $500,000 a year up, right? That's gross. Let's say I'm clearing 200 after the gross and everything, so I'm up already. I'm good. I'm growing. I'm scaling. Getting to the next point in my life, I meet you, and you know, let's say you could be something that could help the business, but you know, you more of the wifey type, right? You just really gonna be more of the wifey type,
Right.
All right, cool. Now we enter into a relationship, right? You still got your job. I got my my business. Right. I'm doing my thing. You doing your thing. Have a baby. Baby comes in, right? Obviously, you have that baby, but now you want to become more involved inside of the company because you want to have more time, right? You don't want to go back to work because now you're losing time. You got a 9 to 5. You ain't spending that much time with your child anymore, right? Newborn, right? After your what is it? They give you 8 weeks or something as a newborn mother or something.
Paternity leave.
Paternity leave. So let's say after that, now you don't want to go back to the job, but you want to work with your man, right? Because you like, yo, you already making the money. You could just support us both. But she wants to be inside of the business, not at home just staying with the baby. This is where he was like, yo, somebody got to sacrifice. Somebody got to be at home with that baby, or some type of help has to come in, because now let's say when you got to go out on the road and make money, who's gonna stay home with the baby?
So I'm gonna just break it down real quick because you kind of butchered it.
I kind of butcher it.
So I'm just saying, when there's a mission, right, where there's a plan, and I don't want to offend, everybody's situation different, like he's saying, but
yeah, I got help.
Let's just say,
I'm just say
it could be the woman too. It could be the woman. Yeah. If somebody's the primary provider, if I make the most money and this is what I do is the driving force of the family, that is the main goal. So if I have to do this meeting over here to bring home this, you may have to stay home, or we have to sacrifice what you have going on in order to achieve this goal for the family. So if it's a situation where you got to work and I got to work, but somebody got to take off, you got to take off.
Come on now.
Y'all got to be on that same page. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice. It could be the man, though. It could be the man.
It could
but
be.
somebody has to sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was breaking down.
That's relationships.
And that-
Compromise and sacrifice.
And the sacrifice is y'all on the same page. So it's not really like a sacrifice, like you're giving it up, because you're on the same mindset. Like, all right, this is the goal. So we already have this established. All right, you got to be here and I got to do this. Y'all know each other's roles.
Yeah. That's why, man, it's so critical. And I'm trying to coach myself on this. I am aesthetically driven. I like a beautiful woman. But, I'm starting to pay
every man at this point.
Right. But I got to start paying more. I want to, with the goals that I have in mind, and my mission is almost more important that they are the puzzle piece that fits perfectly, not just looks perfectly.
Right. That was. That's
a little bit of a
102.
That
102 quotes.
That might have been a little bit. That might have been a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie, that's 102.
Yeah.
You gotta write that down?
Nah, it's going to be an
On the
episode.
dome? You know
what I'm saying?
Documented.
It's recorded.
Documented.
Listen, because there are some puzzle pieces look good, but it don't fit yours.
All right, that's a fact.
That's an edge, bruh.
That's a fact.
That ain't the middle spot over here. Okay, I'm dragging it, but
Yeah. Now he trying to get free. He's trying to get jiggy with it. He said, that's the edge. I'm in the middle. I don't know what you talking about. We can't match.
Listen, anybody know what Stedman do?
Oh no.
he play his part.
Next question.
That's a fact.
Big facts. Yo, all right. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Right.
Using your funding, you got business funding now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Using your funding for the new whip, the Ferrari, the Corvette 2023.
You know that's a thumbs down.
There's some people that's going to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this for everybody. Tell us why.
Then
Why
you
is
know
it
what?
thumbs down?
We ain't gonna do that. No, because you're gonna give him the wrong idea. Don't even do that. I already know what you want to say, bro. No, he gonna say. Go ahead, man. I already know what he gonna say.
Since you know what I would say.
So he gonna say I think you're gonna say if you starting a business, Turo. So first of all,
That's one of the things I was gonna say. That's one of them.
or tax write off. But
That's the second. Hold up, I had one more.
But let's be real, y'all. Let's be real.
Marketing.
Y'all not. But that's a different level of marketing.
I know it is.
So, all right. So let me
That's lifestyle
give you that
marketing right
advantage,
there.
right? So you can start a business of exotic cars, exotic car rentals. You can do that. So there is business funding for that. We actually could get you some funding, business funding, auto loans to get a car. So yes, we can do that. But is it smart if you don't have the right business plan? Because no matter what, the car industry is very, very fickle. So this is about the data research and planning.
Yes,
sir.
The car industry, all those people that started Turo a couple years ago, they ain't doing cars no more.
Facts.
Not to say it can't be a solid business plan if you plan it out and know how to scale it.
Yeah.
But a car is a depreciating asset.
Come on now.
So when you get these cars, you have to have a plan to get rid of them every couple years or whatever the time frame is. You have to keep rolling them over
Yeah.
because they're depreciating. And if you don't know how to, it's kind of a middle ground. You got to know how to break even or make sure you get rid of that car at its value so you can actually make some money. Mm-hmm. So it's a fickle game.
So at that point, you just gotta say what? Peace, King.
Hey,
talk about it.
come on, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta say peace, King, to the car. Because at that point,
Some people go rewind back and be like, hold on, what was the 3 ways? Okay, so if I do Turo, marketing.
no, Turo, tax write-off,
Tax
or lifestyle marketing. Lifestyle marketing, that's a whole different game.
So that's
Let's talk about the
that's
second
different.
one.
game.
The second one.
Tax write-off.
So break down, if y'all know this, I don't know if you know, I haven't really done any research, but I just hear folks talk about like, if there's a vehicle, and then when I do my taxi, like, does it weigh 6,000 pounds or more?
Yeah.
Right.
The gross value weight.
Okay, so is that
Gross vehicle
is that
weight,
why
sorry.
the G-Wagon, and I think there's
Yes.
a new,
There's a list. You could
there's
go in
a
and get a
new-
list of
okay.
the cars that you could
Yeah.
That you
get the
could-
tax credit for.
tax
Yes.
credit for. Okay.
But that don't mean. But like I said,
he about to go double on the
I'm
weight.
not.
Look,
But, like,
December
okay,
come around, you see your man pull up and something crazy, you know what happened.
Talk
He's
to
gonna
him.
go to this tonight. Damn, that joint right there, boy. I'm about to kill the streets. Everybody, nobody in the military had this right now. I got it.
Talk to us about when it will make sense. When does it make sense to do that?
So the lifestyle marketing, right? So
Okay.
there are some people that, they push products that involve them to market the type of lifestyle that they have, right? So let me give a good example. Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a great example. Grant Cardone, right? So he does a lot of syndication, buying big multifamily apartment buildings, right? So obviously, you're raising millions of dollars, right? Obviously, he started at a smaller point at one point, but now he's doing millions. He owns millions of dollars in real estate. So at this point, you need to get, obviously every time you do a deal, you need to syndicate for more deals. So syndicate, just means grouping a bunch of funds together in order for you to purchase, right? So now he needs more and more and more deals, but he doesn't look for the accredited investor anymore. So the accredited investor is like, they're making $250,000 plus, and it's accredited at that point, right? So they get an accreditation for them to be able to invest. He's looking for the non-accredited investors, because obviously there's a lot more of that than than there is accredited investors. So he's looking for the regular people like us, right? So remember what I said, you got to invest so that you can make more money. So let's say you invest a nice 50,000 into something, and now you bring in the extra maybe 10,000 a year. He looking for people like that can give him the small bag that can equal up to the bigger bag. But in order for him to do that, he has to appeal to a different crowd. So appealing to, I hate to say it, sometimes us.
Yeah.
We see that G-Wagon, the Bentley, the Jets, him at the games, and we gonna get it. They're
gonna say his credibility.
Exactly.
Like,
so
he has this, so he must have credibility.
But the crazy part is he actually has it. Right. He actually does what he says he does. Yeah. So he's using his lifestyle marketing to now appeal to different crowds so that he can make money not only in that, but also in his products and also in his services that he offers outside of just syndicating. So now he's not making money one way. He's making money three ways because he's also selling his product and he's also selling his service.
He's selling himself.
That's the point.
People buy into people. So that's the point of lifestyle marketing. People buy into people. So that's when you talk about branding and lifestyle marketing. The issue is people are lifestyle marketing without being able to afford the lifestyle.
Ooh.
So
come on now.
That boy talking.
That is the problem.
We're going to give him a thumbs up on that one.
that is what we falling in love with. The rappers with all these shit, and a lot of them don't even have the money or going broke or they label $1 million.
Exactly.
But they're lifestyle marketing. And we think, oh, they're successful. That's what you got to do. You got to buy the big chain. You got to do this to show everybody you got it. We wear our wealth instead of having the wealth. So I think that's the issue with lifestyle marketing.
He was reading them 100 quotes before he got here. Look, I done plugged his book about 5 times.
I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dropping gems though. A lot of people go and watch this because, like we said, entrepreneurship is on the crazy rise, and you know that 18% that don't fail. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, you still remember the 82? That's
Talk
boy right there.
Numbers.
But to answer your question in full, right? I know we gave the thumbs down and we explained the reasons why, but in reality, it's not smart to do because you can take that same 50 grand instead of investing it into an asset. A depreciating asset like a car
which is
that's going down in value. That 50 grand you can invest in something that's a way less overhead that you could double and triple.
Yes, sir.
That's like brother was talking about the massage chairs for.
Oh yeah.
Putting it in the mall or something, right? Yeah.
And like he got her to get way more bread. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was looking up just randomly. I was like, yo, what are the most successful businesses out there or whatnot?
Boring businesses.
It was like laundromats,
car washes,
vending machines. You know what I mean? Things along those lines. It was like laundromats had like a 90% success. I was like,
think about it.
Think about how many people, like even, I ain't gonna hold you. You probably got a washing machine here, right?
Yeah.
You still send your clothes out, or you wash your own clothes?
Do I what?
You still send your clothes out?
No. I wash my clothes.
But not everybody
and
does.
I fold them. I just did a reel about that. My bad.
But not everybody does.
They
will still have the washing machine and the dryer here and will still send their clothes out for drop and fold. Or dropping whatever.
And not even that.
Y'all rich. You know what I'm saying? I never heard about that. Even they got services for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you know what's crazy?
We live in New York, bro.
Yeah. We got a market.
That's probably, it might be.
We got a market. We found one.
See, they don't. That might be a New York.
We found the market
thing.
right here.
A New York thing.
Nah, you're right.
No, but it might. It's probably a city. It's a city thing.
It's a city thing.
Nah, but they got a I can't even say now because they've been around for a minute. They got an app too, though.
They do.
They got an app where you could, like a laundry app where somebody goes to pick up your joint.
It's funny. I got the app.
I can't do that.
So you got that?
I don't remember the app name.
Oh, I don't remember the name either, but
it's called
they got
Poppy
an
or
app.
something like that.
I can't do that. That's wild behavior right there. But hey, to each their own, especially if you got mad kids and stuff like that, that might help out.
No, yeah.
Remember, in the cities, it's apartment buildings. Most apartment buildings don't have them.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
especially
or
during
they
the
charge
cold
for
or something like that. You don't want to be at the laundromat all day and stuff like that. That made sense.
Yeah.
So. That totally made sense.
But yeah, no, laundromats, car washes, assisted living facilities, home health care companies. Those specific
recession-proof businesses, bro.
Recession-proof businesses.
Nah, that's big facts.
Even though recession-proof is a fad word now at this point, but they're boring businesses at this point.
Okay.
All right. Got to learn how to scale them. That's it.
All right. So I'm gonna have let's say old dude got a business opportunity. He gonna link up with somebody. And it happens to be Indianapolis next weekend.
Okay.
So he's like, yo, it's gonna be a business type of trip. So I want to go to All-Star Weekend. I'm gonna use the business.
Oh, this is the thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Wait, so all right, so hold up. You said you doing
Wait, hold on.
That's why I asked him again. Hold on.
Maybe I heard it wrong. I did that too fast.
You did. He heard the All-Star.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
look.
My eyes lit up. Oh, he said All-Star Weekend.
So
Go ahead.
his logic is, I don't know what let's say his bag ain't bagging, but he's like, yo, I gotta do it because it's an opportunity, and then I'm gonna save all my receipts, and then at the end of the year, I'm gonna try to claim everything for like the hotel and all. So that's his kind of like logic behind I'm going All-Star Weekend. Plane, hotel, lunches, Ubers. I'm keeping all receipts. It makes sense to me.
What's the
I'm
opportunity?
going.
Ain't no opportunity. Exactly.
No, but he said opportunity. That's why I did that. He said opportunity.
That's all he thinks it's an opportunity.
If this is a business opportunity,
Wait, let me ask you something.
that's what he said.
So what did I say before? Research, data, plan. If it's just an opportunity, that means it ain't really no opportunity. If you don't know exactly what it is, then it ain't no opportunity.
You're right.
You just going out there for the All-Star game. You was being a baddie just a while ago.
Facts.
He was a baddie. As soon as he heard All-Star game.
So when would it make sense?
I'm there.
So we got the 2 thumbs down because some people be like, "Yo, Essence Festival,
He Drea?
opportunity."
Is he Drea?
But it's like, did
'cause
you
you
try?
know why?
Did you? Are you a vendor?
Is he Drea? Is he Drea?
You know why?
To Jalen Green, you Drea.
I ain't gonna front. That did sound a little predatory. It's an opportunity. I might see LeBron slipping. I might catch him in the club. I ain't gonna front. That did sound kind of predator.
People be like, "Yo, it's an opportunity. Any big event."
You know why? I thought about it in our aspect. When we do that, because we go to events, we're big on going to events and being in the room.
Yes.
When we do that, we plan out the weekend.
Talk
Yo,
about
we're gonna
it.
go to this event.
plan.
We're gonna do this
He said
podcast.
plan.
We're gonna do this. So when I thought you said opportunity, I'm thinking he has his weekend planned out. But it could be, yeah, I'm gonna go to the club and you're right.
And that's typically what
No,
happens.
but this was the desire from the question. Give them the gems on how to do. You can do both,
So, yes, you can do
but
both.
how do you do?
No.
this?
See, that's why I gave the thumbs up. I want to clarify my thumbs up before y'all.
Go.
That's why I gave the thumbs up.
He try to make sure
Your
he good in these
intentions,
streets.
your intentions, and this is why. This is what I'm telling everybody. I don't hang out and have fun no more. This is my life. So even when I go out, even to a club or a lounge, I'm going out with business opportunities,
Business intentions. Yes,
business
sir.
intentions,
Yeah,
or intentions to grow. So if we go out, we gonna chop it up about stuff we gonna work on. We gonna have a drink or something, or we gonna eat and talk about, yo, what you working on, bro? What you got going on? So I'm not going out just to party and pop champagne.
Right.
So you shouldn't have no intentions.
Yo, his eyes. Bro, his eyes.
I wasn't looking.
He said,
Nah,
he said,
I'm just trying to.
yo, he basically said, yo, I ain't
No.
gonna
My
This
bad.
way he said with his eyes. He said, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, we can't really rock with these dudes. They really trying to see my business shit. I'm trying to see yo's outside.
Nah,
Right?
that's lit. I was just being like,
Because
yeah,
what?
that's a great opportunity. She twerking.
But
Chicken wings.
I feel that. Smack him in the
yo,
like, nah, I don't
listen,
even do gentlemen's
listen,
clubs. I don't know
listen.
why. He was like,
a lot
Right.
of deals are closed at gentlemen's clubs and the
I ain't
golf
gonna
course.
front, they do.
Okay,
The golf
I might
course.
have to go back.
The golf. No, look, golf course.
Golf
No,
course.
but-
Country clubs, golf course.
Yeah.
You know the environment you're around, right? So you already know if environment is not going to be conducive to what you got going on. So, you know, it's the club playing super loud music. You know you ain't gonna be able to talk business. You're just gonna have to drink and turn up. So you already know the environment you're gonna go in, right? So when we talk about, like you said, that person in particular, the focus should be trying to take advantage of an opportunity that's going to help you grow. You shouldn't even be thinking about the club, and that shouldn't be on the table. If there's an opportunity that happens to be at that spot, then you can be like, you know what? he gonna be at this lounge. Let me try to run into him. Or let me set a meeting up at this lounge.
Build the relationship.
Yes, build the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we use these places for, relationship building. Like the cigar, maybe a cigar lounge. They like to smoke cigars. We talk business over cigars or something.
Yeah, there's a
so
lot
we
of
use those.
investors there,
If you're
too.
going over there just to, like you just said, turn up or something, all right, then that's a thumbs down.
Right.
That shouldn't even be on the table.
Indeed.
But yeah, if we talking about just making those trips, then yes, find something that is actually going to make sense, right? So, maybe there is an event out there that you've been longing to go to, or is an event that's inside of your field, right? So for us, we're inside of the credit space, right? So let's say Credit Con is going to be in that same state at Indianapolis or whatever, and the All-Star Game is probably that weekend. If you do go to the All-Star Game and you're into lifestyle marketing, that'd work perfect for you. Right, because that's a perfect play right there. Because then now at this point, you're going to the Credit Con, you're meeting other people, you're networking, and they're gonna have other events outside. Anytime you go to them big conferences, they always have events outside of the events. They got after events, networking events, things like that. So, obviously you can do that. And then if you are into the lifestyle marketing, then you do the All-Star Game, right? Yeah. So you at the All-Star Game, things like that. So you can do both, but it just has to make sense.
Come on,
right?
man.
So now if you want to go to the All-Star Game, I'm at the All-Star Game. Guess what? I use my credit and I have my Amex Platinum that you spoke about earlier, and I use my points in order for me to get these type of seats. You can do the same thing.
Exactly.
And you can use your credit. You can leverage your personal credit to get business funding. Now, once you get business funding, you get the Amex Platinum. Once you get the Amex Platinum, you start using the Amex Platinum for your expenses. Use the Amex Platinum for your expenses, you get points. Now, guess what? I didn't even pay for this trip.
Indeed.
I took my flight for free.
Come on now.
My hotel stay, free. This car I got outside, rental, free.
Indeed. Shorty
Exactly.
picking me up from the airport, free.
Exactly. So I mean, you probably had to pay. You had to pay for that somehow.
Priceless. That's
Gems.
MasterCard. That's MasterCard. What they say, priceless.
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 Nah, that's
American
gems,
Express.
man.
No, it's not.
Good point.
I don't know who it
Oh,
is.
what you talking about?
I think it was MasterCard.
It is MasterCard. They was doing that priceless.
A word?
Yeah.
I
That's trying to throw Amex at everything.
I
goddamn.
know, right? Dang. All right, so boom. Nah, this is bad fast. I think you got a thumbs up. I don't know. I feel like that was a good. That was
Nah,
good.
I mean it's on point. Listen, I can't add nothing
was
on to
solid.
that. That was
Appreciate y'all participation in the game, man. Shout out, man. Y'all getting gems. Y'all getting gems.
Getting jiggy with
All right.
it, y'all.
The final gem here, you know what I'm saying, from the people. It's a segment called Speak Your Peace.
Gotcha.
All right. This is a segment. You want to tell them how they can submit them?
Yeah, Speak Your Peace is a segment where we take a question from the listener or the viewer, and they send it in, and we take a question about real life experiences, right? It could be relationships, it could be money based, it could be familial, it could whatever under the sun that you want advice from. You ask a question and you can get it from a neutral party. We try to give fair, honest advice, but if need be, we're gonna give you some tough love too. So you could DM us at Peace King Pod. You can email us on our website, peacekingpod.com. You can leave a voice note and we'll play your voice note live on the pod. And y'all also know we do call-in, so you can actually set it up to where we'll call you live on the pod.
Indeed.
And we'll answer it like that as well.
I got a question. Has anybody asked you, how is it that you grew your beard the way it was? I'm just asking for a friend. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause now you got the, got the whole
I got,
setup. You know what I'm saying?
The chin strap. He just got the chin strap.
Come on,
Don't
don't
go
do
no
that.
further than
Don't do
that.
that. It's hate.
I
It's
asked that
hate.
question a couple times, but Actually, listen, he got, alley oops is coming from this dude all day, man. We got Mark Jackson, Steve Nash over here.
Hey,
Listen,
man.
right
Jason
now,
Kidd was one of my favorite. I ain't gonna lie.
Jason Kidd is the man.
Yeah, Jason
Kidd is
Kidd.
the man.
There's a couple of them.
right now, I didn't even start promoting this now, but since you did this, right now it's a link in my bio. All right.
Oh, he got the beard butter coming for you.
The products I use, you can go and click that link, and it's gonna get you 10% off.
Hey.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Or you can use
man.
the code The Hungry HD.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And it's black owned company as well.
amazing.
You know what I mean? It's gonna get you right. All right. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yep.
Shout out. Go to his page.
They gonna get you
At
right.
the
They
Hungry
gonna get you right.
HD.
They gonna
You
get
know
you
what I
right.
mean?
They got it.
That's bad
They
lit.
got it.
That's bad lit. Yeah, I mean, it's super lit. All right, so this week, Speak Your Peace. It comes from a woman. She's in her mid-30s.
Gotcha.
Okay? All right, she asks, or it says, I am a hairstylist, and I'm about to lease my first salon studio.
Oh, she got to listen back to the first part of the. Nah, I'm playing.
You kind of hit a little bit on it, all right? So my question is whether I should come out of pocket to pay for the first few months of rent, or should I apply for business funding? And if I apply for business funding, what all do you think I could use it for? Please help.
That's good.
I got one for depending on what state and town that she's in. Some towns they do offer rent assistance or like a grant in the sense of helping you move into your first office space or salon space or whatever it is. So definitely look into that. Secondly, yes, I think you should leverage your credit to get business funding if your credit is, your credit worthiness is up there for you to be able to do so. And then with the business funding, what you can do, you're gonna need to outfit the salon unless it's already outfitted with the things that's needed. The chairs, the mirrors, the tables in order for you to be able to do what you got to do as a hairstylist. You are gonna need to be able to outfit. So it might cost $20,000, $15,000 in order for you to be able to do that. Get the fluorescent lights, LEDs, all that good stuff. So you can use the funding towards that, and then also then use it for the materials that you're gonna need, right? Your products, things like that, brushes, combs, all those other things. So now let's say you spend about $5,000 on that on supplies. So that's $15,000 on renovation, $5,000 on supplies. Let's say you were able to get $100,000 in funding. Okay. Now that you've already done so, now what are your promotional products? Like, what are you going to be putting out there to be able to attract people in?
Marketing.
Come on now.
Right? So the marketing is definitely going to be important, right? Do your research on what is going to be able to work in the area that you're specifically in. Not only that, creating that social media page, right? Brand always says it's free.
Indeed.
You can use that free promotion. Take those before and afters. Even if you got before and afters from your previous clients, start taking those, put them up. So people can start to see your work. Right? Like I said, they want the experience. What experience are you going to bring to them? Like even when you're outfitting your store, think about what experience do you want to provide to your specific client? Because that's going to be important. The way we feel when we go in a barbershop, we feel like we at home, like we chilling. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. So it's perfect for us. You want your client to feel the same when they come into your spot. So that's something that's definitely important. Look at your competition, do the research, the data, and just make that plan. So now, like I said, $15,000 on outfitting, $5,000 on supplies. Let's say you use another $5,000 for more promotional products, right, for marketing. You get the banner, grand opening, things like that, right? So now you're at about $25,000 overall that you've used outside of the $100,000 that you have. So now you have $75,000 to play with. Out of that $75,000, your research, data, and plan can put you in the situation whether you want to start doing ads or whether you just want to start paying content creators or things like that can bring in more clients inside of your salon, because now you need clients. You got to pay that $25,000 back. So you need clients, and you also need to make a living for yourself, and you need to pay your rent. So you have to start bringing clients in. And I think this is the great part about the partnership that me and Brandon have. He's great on sales and marketing. I'm great on just the operations, the back end, the project management. So this is where I divert to him on the sales and marketing side of things.
He pretty much said everything.
Hey,
save some for me. Yeah, bro.
dream work.
Perfect. So pretty much to answer a question, yes, you should get funding.
Okay.
Yes. So everybody has different strategies, right? Some people do like to use their own money, but if you're not working with a whole lot, I don't know if y'all ever heard that before. But
that was hey,
you gotta use what you got, right?
You gotta have that drop.
Listen.
Oh yeah, he had that.
Random strays for no reason. I don't even know what happened.
I want to bring back the old memories. That's why I want to bring back the old memories.
Right,
exactly. He was up here cooling. I was throwing the alley. He was just dunking everything. He want to be the JR. He want to grab the rebound, run to the top, and get yelled at.
So listen,
JR.
Most people, especially us from our community, we don't have no $500,000 in the tuck to you know what, this is gonna be our
facts.
money for the next 5-10 years.
Right.
Or our grandmother left us for my family. So
Facts.
most of us don't have a big stash. So you never want to exhaust your funds because like he said with those numbers, once again, reverse engineering. How much is going to be your overhead? How much is going to cost for you to maintain this for the next year?
Come on now.
If you don't have a exuberant amount of money, yes, leverage funding. I always tell people leverage funding because now you have this money in the tuck, and worst come to worst, you still have that money in the tuck sitting there. So now, see how much your startup cost is going to be. Like he just broke down how much is going to basically build the whole place.
15.
And the first maybe 2 or 3 months, whatever the person's asked for the lease, first 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
And then how much is going to be your overhead. Overhead means how much it's going to cost for you to just to maintain the place every single month.
Yep.
If you have maybe a triple net lease, which is you paying all utilities plus the rent, the lease. So whatever your overhead is,
Negotiate for that too. Negotiate
Yes.
for the
Negotiate
triple net
for
lease.
everything.
Yes.
They give y'all
especially
gems
that.
right now.
So that's your overhead, whatever your cost is going to be per month, whether it's the water, gas, heat, lights, whatever it is, what's going to be your overhead per month, but you have to minimally meet just to keep the lights on. So now you guys got to do your numbers. So find out how much you're going to need to maintain this property so you can figure out how much funding do I need. So now, like he said, let's get to the sales and marketing. It's nothing, especially with this business model, that's perfect. Salon suites. Salon suites are very popular and very profitable nowadays.
Yeah.
All you should be doing is researching salon suites in your area that's successful. What are they doing? Look at their ads. Go on Google and study people's ads.
Yeah,
This ad is a good ad. This is a good ad. This is a good ad. Now start following the marketing techniques. Whether that's paid ads, definitely social media is a must. If you want to be, you better get on social media, especially if you have something like a salon suite or service.
Right.
Use so pick 1 or 2 that you could be proficient and consistent at, and go super hard on it every day. And I would suggest investing when you get to that level, invest in paid ads,
Indeed.
and then start bringing the money in.
And then you can invest in a mentor. Because the mentor can help you skip from now having that 1 salon to 2 to 3. And now you can actually get, and the reason why I threw the alley to him, because I knew he was looking into salon suites. That's the reason why I kind of
Come on, you telling my secret. I might want to partner with her. So this is the third thing. If you're looking for funding, tap into us. If you really need help, we'll show you. We'll analyze your profile. We'll show you how to get the funding. We'll show you actually how to. We have a lot of people that's successful in salon suites in our network. We can probably help you set it up as well.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you need some funding, tap into us.
Yes, sir.
Word. Hey, that's the Speak Your Peace, man. Okay, come on, man. That's bad lit. It segues into the end part where y'all let the people know, like, you know what I mean? Exactly kind of what you were saying. How can they reach out to you? What can they look forward to? How can they reach out to you if they want a mentor? And what can they look forward to seeing from y'all?
So definitely you can reach out to us on our social media, Brandon the Provider, Tevin Facey at Tevin Facey. We do have a free Facebook group called Scale Using Funding on Facebook. And we're throwing free webinars every week. So we're starting a webinar series where we're going on, telling people how to get funding, telling people what to do, how to analyze their credit, how to actually access the capital and put it into different businesses. So look out for that.
That's dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And not only just Instagram. Instagram, you can find us. If you don't find us at our personal pages, you can find us on Millionaire Essentials, Millionaires with an S, Essentials with an S. They're both plural. You can find us on Facebook, Millionaire Essentials. On TikTok, you find me at Tevin Facey. You can find me at Brandon the Provider.
YouTube, Millionaire Essentials YouTube.
I was just about to say that. Millionaire Essentials YouTube. What is it? Facebook. You find me Tevin Facey, Brandon Jackson. We all social
We
media.
everywhere, man.
You know we got. You know we got.
See us in these streets too.
In these streets, you heard? Yeah, we down south a little bit. I mean midway. But,
Nah, that's lit. That's lit. You gotta have all
Streets.
that, man.
Gotcha.
Hey, man. I'm gonna leave it up to my bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
you got
listen,
for us?
man.
bruh, man.
It's been another one, another special one. Like you said, it's health, wealth, relationships. And so I feel like it's always extra special when we get to dive into, because we are relationship heavy, here, just because it's the nature of how things go. And it's a big topic of conversation.
Facts.
But I always like it when we can actually bring those other aspects in and stay true, like to the tagline and what we really do. And I feel like it's dope when we can have like casual conversation about it and talk in a way that it's not going to go over people's heads. Like you said, are you smarter than a fifth grader? You know what I'm saying? Because this information is information that we all could utilize, right? And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to get it, right? And to do what we supposed to do out here. So Appreciate y'all, man, for coming through. It was a great one, man.
No, likewise.
Appreciate y'all for inviting us, man.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
No, we had the publicists reach out. Man. You know what I'm saying? I had the publicists reach out.
Hey man, we trying to do big things over
Hey,
here.
you know what I'm
it's
saying? The
definitely-
publicists had to reach out to
it's
him.
on
You
the
know what I'm
rise.
saying?
It's on
They
the
big out
rise,
here. I
man.
tell you that. You see him out in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
That's another one. Millionaires Essential. Yeah, I mean, man, Brandon Jackson, Tevin Casey.
Facey.
That's what I said, Facey.
That was
Tevin
Desi
Facey.
Banks. That was Desi Banks right there. You heard that? That's what I said.
That's what I said. I said Tevin Facey. Man, what they talking about? My bad. Yeah. Foul on the play.
It happens.
Brandon Jackson, Tevin Facey.
Uh-huh.
Y'all heard the socials. Y'all heard wherever y'all can meet them at or see them at. And like, hey, if you into the business thing and you need funding, man, go ahead and do that.
Gotta
Bless
do it.
yourself. It's 2024. It's your boy Trell Maurice.
Hungry HD.
Hey man, Peace King Pie. We the game coach.
You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.